Hey everybody, this is Kim. It is June the 20th, and it is the first day of our 9 days of Grand Hooray, which is our way of celebrating that finally we got into our forever home. I'm standing outside. You see this beautiful Carolina blue sky, a little bit of clouds. Gorgeous. It is the end of the day. It's about, I don't know, 5:30 or something like that. We kind of closed the shop at 5, but really we're open late tonight for Stitch Night. So I'm going to walk you in and just do a brief little walk through. So you see our cool benches. You can sit here and watch these guys play over at the putt-putt course. They've got bocce ball, and they're a restaurant and a brewery, as well as mini golf. So you see we still got some DMC boxes for sale. I'm not going to ship them. So if you're local and you want to pick up a DMC box, they are $25 if you pay cash. $26 if you pay card. That glider there looks kind of poor because it is my grandmother's. It's probably from the late 1800s, and we got it, I don't know, a month or two ago, and we pressure washed it to get some of the old paint off of it because it originally was not that green color. It got painted that color by somebody in my family, and we're gonna take it back to its original grandeur, but it is hanging out. And you see we've got our beautiful porch swing there, and this is the gingerbread, and there's cool light fixtures there. These are some sail bins and some regular charts, although there's a lot of sail bins there. And you can see the gingerbread that we made there on the bottom railing, my husband made. That's a shamrock and a thistle design. So I'm going to take you inside now and show you a little bit of the shop. So when you come in, you see the hallway here, and you've got these beautiful blue slider doors. Those were made from old heartwood pine, so old wood that a young couple I found up in, I think in Chippewa. I always forget if that's Indiana or Michigan, but they custom made the doors for me to our specifications to close off our shop space, and they made it out of old wood, and they painted them a beautiful color blue, which I will show you why. The railing that they made for it, they made that railing out of steel and then put wood over it to match. That's actually the same stain, but the wood took it differently. And then the rollers up top are the interiors of old 1920s pocket doors. So they're cast iron, and we've had these doors since 2016, and we did our best not to destroy those doors or those rollers because they can't be replaced. And they're cast, which means if you drop them, they'll probably shatter. So, but they work really well up there, which is beautiful. I'm going to be giving you a lot of details about the house too. So the knobs on these doors are antique knobs, but the backer to the knob, so this is the knob, that's an antique. This part is a reproduction. I'm going to open this door here. That part is a reproduction. And so you can really see the blue on the door now and how beautiful it is in that old wood. I wanted a little pop of color in the shop because I knew we were going to be a lot of, white and or gray. So when you look down the hallway, you see we carried that kind of theme of those rolling industrial look wheels to our light fixtures. And so those light fixtures there have that look about it. So the house didn't have any light fixtures. It had a couple of bulbs with a pull string, and only downstairs. Upstairs never had any electricity at all. So, and you see our Irish welcome there. The Baird family was Scottish, and I'm Scot-Irish, and so we kind of go both ways here with the thistle and the shamrock. And then you've got this beautiful detail on the stairs. Now the color on the ceiling here is an exact match to the original color. That is the color that it was. I used a Victorian palette from Sharon Williams and matched everything the best I could. These stairs, we've repainted them. We'll have to paint them again. But they also were matched to a color in that Victorian palette. It was interesting because the Victorian palette that I used said that was an exterior color. But it was clearly used inside. And I think this curvature of the stair is just really beautiful. And you can see the fine woodworking detail where they didn't put any molding down there, but they showed the curve of the stair off right there. And then it comes up to a slant, and then the curve up there. Really beautiful workmanship. And if you followed us, you'll know that we had to sand these floors. It was painful, but we did it. And these are vinyl rugs. And so we put vinyl rugs down here so that they were less of a trip hazard. And then you can walk this way. So I'm going to skip under the stairs for now just to show you. This is our punch needle area. So we've got all of our punch needle and primitive stitcher magazines here, and a whole bunch of punch needle charts and needle threaders and all that good stuff. And then you kind of look out onto the back porch, and this area is, we've got some Valdani threads. We'll be restocking those and adding some pearl cotton. And so just a note on the light switches. The house didn't have any light switches because, as I mentioned, it only had a few bulbs with pull strings on them. And so we went back to the earliest point that we could for light switches, and that would be push buttons. So they all have mother of pearl push buttons on them. And this under the stairs area here is our little homage to Mr. Harry Potter. And so you see we've got an old spool cabinet there and a little piece of luggage that actually says Jack on it, with the Marauders map from Harry Potter printed on it. And you'll notice a punch needle owl in his little cage, so he's kind of like Hedwig. We have our little mandrake plant, which is really a ficus plant, and a little broom there, and Harry Potter chart back there, some cool little things that I brought back from Universal, pumpkin juice and a butterbeer mug. And we've got a little speaker here. I haven't set it up yet, but when you get close, it'll start to play some Harry Potter music for you. So it's kind of cool. And you'll notice that under the stairs, I don't know if you can see that slight sparkle every once in a while. I don't think it's coming off on the video, but it has a little bit of a sparkle to it. Oh, maybe just a little bit. That's the same. It's a similar color blue as what's on the door. And there's only one other place where a couple other places where the blue shows up. And then we put a cool light there that kind of looks like an old dorm light. That wall only had wallpaper on it originally, and we left it plain. That's what the wood in this house looked like originally. It's old heartwood pine, just like what was used for the doors. And we brought a shelf in here. This is going to be our area for canvas, for counter canvas needlework and things like that. And so we have a lot of books. Some of Carol Lake's books, Michael Bourne's charts, other counted needlepoint charts here. And we've got a lot of beautiful books. So we still have some of our Precious Work books, our Inspirations books, Willing Hands 1 and 2, just some really cool stuff. We even still have some videos from the Sampler and Antique Needlework Quarterly. And then we've got some embroidery books. Those little boxes there will hold laying tools for counted needlepoint or any other kind of needlepoint or laid thread. So that's where your wands come in for the whole little Harry Potter area. And we'll do more to kind of make this Harry Potter-ish under the stairs. So that's all for now because there's a lot to show. And I don't want to make the videos too long, but just know that we had a great first day. Super excited about it. Thank you to everybody that came out. It was fantastic to see so many friends, old and new. And we're looking forward to tomorrow. And we will, there's another light fixture. We will see you all back tomorrow and later tonight if you tune in for our little sale video. So 100,000 welcomes to our new forever home. Thanks, guys and ladies. Bye.